Ignore this if you want to be controlled. All right. If you'd rather not be a puppet on someone else's strings, you're in the right place. Ever finish a conversation and feel a bit icky? Like you've just agreed to something you didn't really want to, but you're not quite sure how it happened. That's the quiet sting of secret manipulation. It's not about grand, evil schemes. It's about the subtle, everyday pressures that leave you feeling drained, resentful, and questioning your own judgment. Today, we're pulling back the curtain. I'm giving you 5 practical, easy-to-use ways to protect yourself from these sneaky tactics. And yes, I've personally fallen for at least half of these, so this is coming from a place of hard-won experience, not a high horse. And you'll definitely want to stick around. Way 5 is the game-changing boundary combo that saves you from awkwardness and, more importantly, reclaims your weekend. These aren't about building walls or becoming paranoid. They're about installing a very polite, very effective fence. Ready? Let's go. Oh, and make sure you have full subtitles on. I'll be highlighting the key phrases you can steal and use immediately. Way 1. The 2-sentence pause. Manipulation absolutely loves speed. It thrives on urgency because when you're rushed, you don't have time to think. You're more likely to react emotionally, to people please, to just say yes to make the pressure stop. Your brain, when under pressure, defaults to the path of least resistance, which often involves snacks and poor decisions. So your first line of defense is to deliberately slow things down. Your script is beautifully simple. Let me think about that. I'll get back to you. Those 10 simple words are your superpower. They buy you precious time to consult your own feelings and logic, and they completely break the manipulator's emotional momentum. They've built up all this energy to rush you into a decision, and you've just calmly put up a stop sign. Here's a personal example. A mate once asked for a quick favour helping him move a few things. I was caught off guard, said yes immediately, and that quick favour became my entire Saturday, hauling his ridiculously heavy collection of vintage armchairs. I spent the day resentful and kicking myself. Now, when that kind of request comes in, I pause. I say the magic words, I actually check my calendar, and magically, I'm far less resentful because I make a conscious choice. And here's a bonus. People who are trying to rush you for their own benefit will reveal themselves when you do this. Their reaction to your pause is pure data. If they get upset, push you, or try to guilt you for needing a moment to think, that's a massive red flag. A reasonable person respects a reasonable request for time. A manipulator sees it as an obstacle. So, to recap way 1, urgency is a tool, not a truth. Use the 2-sentence pause to reclaim your thinking time. Say it warmly, then stop talking. Let the silence do the heavy lifting. Pause equals power. Way 2, convert vague pressure into a checklist. Manipulative requests often arrive disguised in fog. They're deliberately vague, using words like help out, a little support, or just a quick look. You can't pin them down, and you can't argue with fog. This vagueness is a trap. It makes the request seem small, but it gives them permission to expand the scope later. Your job is to be the fog lights. You do this by asking 3 simple clarifying questions. 1. What does this involve? 2. Why does this need to be done? And 3. The kicker. What are the consequences if it's a no or not right now? If they can't or won't answer these questions clearly, that's your bright red flag. It tells you they either haven't thought it through, or they're intentionally being obscure to rope you into more than you'd agree to. Personal example. A colleague once said, I just need you to help with the Miller report. It's super urgent. The old me would have said sure, and braced for a late night. But the new me used the checklist. I asked, what exactly do you need? It turned out he just wanted me to proofread 2 paragraphs. By when? Sometime before Friday? What happens if not? Well, I'd have to ask someone else. Suddenly, the super urgent crisis wasn't so urgent. Miracles. Remember, we're not being difficult, we're being specific. We're asking for the same level of clarity and respect that we would give to others. Common fog lines to watch for. Could you just... It'll be real quick. And the classic, we'll figure out the details later. No, we'll figure them out now. Recap for way 2. Use the 3-question checklist to turn vague pressure into concrete facts. Clarity makes pressure shrink, and it trains people to come to you with respectful, well-defined requests. Way 3. Protect your self-story. Watch for identity hooks. This one is incredibly subtle and powerful. If someone can define who you are, they can steer what you do. This is the identity hook. It's when someone assigns a positive trait to you right before they ask for something, making it awkward to say no without feeling like you're betraying. That very trait. Listen for lines like, a real friend would lend me their car. You're so good at this stuff. Could you just fix my laptop? Or the classic, you're too nice to refuse. They are baiting you into performing an identity they've just created for you. Your protection script is to gently unhook yourself. You say, I appreciate you seeing me that way, but I can't do that right now. Or even more directly, I can be a good person and still say no. This statement is revolutionary for people pleasers. It separates your actions from your inherent worth. Personal example, I once got hit with, "You're so chill and easygoing. You won't mind if I bring a few extra friends to your party." I wasn't chill about it. I minded a lot. But I felt trapped by the chill label. I was just quiet about it, and then I spent my own party stressed out. Never again. Now my response would be, "I'm glad you think I'm chill, and to keep it that way, I've got to stick to the original guest list." Saying no actually protects your identity from being hijacked for someone else's convenience. Recap for way 3. Your values are yours, not a joystick for someone else. Spot the identity hook. Name it if you need to, and use a script that affirms you can be a good person, have boundaries. If respect requires you to wear a costume, it isn't respect. Way 4. Keep receipts, not debates. This is for dealing with repeat offenders, especially those who use gaslighting or convenient amnesia. If you consistently leave a conversation with a specific person feeling scrambled, confused, or questioning your own memory, it's time to become a gentle bookkeeper. Open a note on your phone. Keep a simple private log, date, their request, your answer, and their reaction. You're not collecting evidence for a court case or planning revenge. The goal is not confrontation, it's clarity. For you, humans are terrible at spotting slow-moving patterns. We remember the last incident, but we forget it's the 10th time it's happened this year. This log is for you to see the pattern in black and white. Personal example, I had a mate who constantly forgot promises to pay me back for things. It was always small amounts, so I'd let it slide. But I felt consistently annoyed. Once I started writing it down, May 5th, lunch, $15. May 18th, movie ticket, $20. I realised I wasn't losing my mind. I was losing track. The pattern showed me this wasn't forgetfulness, it was a habit. And that knowledge made my next decision easy. I just stopped paying for your stuff. No drama needed. Recap for way 4. Document, don't argue. When you see the pattern, you can make decisions based on reality, not on their latest excuse. Receipts return your sanity and empower you to change your own behaviour, which is the only thing you can control. And finally, way 5, the boundary plus exit. This is the technique that ties it all together. It's the one that saves your weekend. A boundary is not the start of a negotiation. It is the end of one. Many of us are good at stating the boundary, but we fail on the follow-through. The exit is the most important part. First, you state your boundary clearly and kindly. No long explanations. Lines you can use. That doesn't work for me. Or, I'm not available for that. Or a simple, no, but I hope it goes well though. And then you exit. The exit can be changing the topic immediately. Anyway, did you see the game last night? It can be ending the call. I've got to run, talk soon. Or if it's a text, it can be leaving it on read. The key is this: no more negotiating after the boundary has been stated. If you say I can't on Saturday, and they reply, what about Sunday? You are now in a negotiation. Your exit prevents that. I used to be a chronic over-explainer. I'd give 5 reasons why I couldn't do something, thinking it was polite. But I've learned that more words just invite more pushes. Each reason you give is an invitation for them to solve it for you. Now I just state the boundary and exit. My sandwiches taste better and my weekends are my own. If they keep pushing after you've stated your boundary, they are showing you profound disrespect. At that point, you can treat their messages like spam, delete, archive, move on. You are absolutely allowed to hang up on disrespect. Recap for wave 5, boundary plus exit. State your limit, then leave the conversation. It's clean, it's kind to your future self, and it's crystal clear. So there you have it, 5 simple, powerful tools to beat the sneaky tricks of manipulation. It all boils down to this: time and clarity are your best friends. Here's the ultimate test. If someone genuinely respects you, they will respect your need for time, your request for clarity, and your stated boundaries. They won't always like it, but they will respect it. But if they punish you for those things, if they get angry, guilt trip you, or give you the cold shoulder, they haven't just revealed a red flag. They've handed you a valuable, flashing neon sign telling you exactly who they are. And you've just learnt something incredibly valuable about where to invest your time and energy. Now I want to help you practice. Comment pay yours below and tell me which situation you want a script for: work, dating, or family. I'll reply to as many as I can with a one-liner you can use. Be kind, be clear, and go enjoy your Saturday. I recommend you screenshot these lines. Put them in a note on your phone. Use one of them this week. Practice spotting the fog, the manufactured speed, the identity hooks, the convenient amnesia, and the pushback loops. Your boundaries are not mean. They are a manual that teaches people how to treat you with respect. If you don't write the manual, people will write it for you. Start with just one tool. The pause is the easiest. Make it a game. Make it fun, so you'll actually do it. I've dropped links below for all these scripts and a printable checklist you can stick on your fridge. Save this video and share it with your future self, who is already thanking you for all the free Saturdays you're about to have.